At my last count, I think it was a total of 10 or 11 states that have even considered this bullying legislation. They all have done one crucial thing that Connecticut hasn't done, and that's put a severe limit on the monetary amount of damages that any one alleged victim can get by virtue of bringing a lawsuit. The average was brought to, I think, about $25,000.
Connecticut has never, in any law, in any tort law, placed a monetary cap on damages. Never. So to suggest that one needs to be in place here is disingenuous. It's not our state's tradition to do that. Why would they do it now?
In uniform so neat, each one demure and sweet, what we serve will be a treat. Here's a place to eat. So every time you make a call, your tips may be large or small. Sometimes there are none at all. Still, we're always at your service.
Sexual harassment was based on a variety of things that are historical facts. The population that may not be empowered to assert their rights in certain situations, so you need to have laws to protect them.
Do you have a cap on sexual harassment?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
My name is Oz Griebel. I'm the president and CEO of the Metro Hartford Alliance, which is an investor, member-driven organization. Its mission is to serve as the Chamber of Commerce for the City of Hartford and as the economic development leader for the Hartford region.
But these are bills that are hot topics right now and that they're saying no to.
Would you like some truffles?
What's considered harassing language. Harassing language, to me, may be totally acceptable to you.
Well, there's some bills up there we're not happy with. Workman's comp, sick leave bills, desire to open up the state health plans, retirement plans. I mean, everything from the general philosophical concern of a group like this that the state ought to stay focused on what it can do best. Investment in higher ed, investment in infrastructure. Let the private sector do what we think the private sector does best.
So no matter how they word it or whatever, it's really not something you're going to embrace. But if push came to shove, you could see ways to
make it more amenable.
We may not like SB 60 as a concept, but we're certainly in a better position to influence what the bill would finally look like if that indeed is where the legislature and the governor decide to go.
Do you give any advice to your businesses?
What I tell people is you can generally cover yourself if you already have a policy in place that says these are the types of behaviors that we won't tolerate. We have a zero tolerance policy for them, and if we determine that any one person is engaging in them, we reserve the right to discipline you accordingly. It protects you from a union standpoint. You know, it keeps your union grievances down because everyone's put on notice. It protects you from a litigation standpoint because your reason for, let's say, terminating an alleged bully is not taking one person's word against theirs, but rather hopefully some evidence that you've had documented that shows that they contravened a policy, a written policy that they were put on notice of.
Because I think this law does have a lot of those things in it that you're talking about, this bill.
You have to prove malice. I must have missed that part.
Yeah, you have to prove malice. You have to prove physical damages, psychological damages. I mean, those are hard things to. Just proving malice alone is hard. How do you prove malice?
Well, see, that's
you have
the
to
thing.
and I'm sorry. And if the employer shows that they have done something to alleviate the situation, they're off the hook.
But that's a defense. Yes.